Hello, my name is Ilona and today is Tuesday, April 9th, 2024 and we survived the eclipse. Yes, we did. There weren't portals with demons coming through. The 10 days of darkness haven't started yet, at least I'm not noticing anything, so I think we're okay. And I think it's important to realize, don't focus on dates, don't focus on those things. If it happens, it happens. I do believe it is possible for demons to go through portals. I do believe it has happened certainly in the past. But I do believe, of course, with yesterday, there were so many stories going out about this solar eclipse, and that, of course, NASA was sending 3 rockets to create like this new world order they wanted to drag in. And I believe CERN was started as well, and they were, of course, talking about those portals. I watched yesterday a video from Gene Decode. I usually don't watch a lot of videos, but this video's kind of just jumped out. And he was talking about this, that the Whiteheads pretty much have already taken care of CERN and don't have to worry about those things, but they wanted to do that with the enormous power, with the eclipse, to change things, to the dark energies really wanted to make a shift, and I don't think that it's possible anymore. I personally believe, and that's what I saw in my card reading yesterday and in my other card reading I did before I took a week off, that really this is about an energetic step that we're making for humanity, and that a lot of these dark energies just don't have any basis anymore. So we're going to see the next few weeks, months, we're going to see a lot of panic, erratic behavior, because really this is the end. They were trying to get something going yesterday, and of course, at least to my knowledge, didn't happen. And to be very honest, I've slept really well last night, and I just have a very energetic feeling, like this bubbly energy, and I believe that things really have changed yesterday. It was very important for humanity, and just a shift in energy. And we're going to see that the coming time, the coming months, how that's going to change reality. But I believe that we really made a step forward yesterday. And I also shared a message from Biocladstone on my Telegram channel, mentioning that there were so many people purposely, how to say this, all these fear mongering stories, and that we need to use our discernment and not fall for them, because they are being used as ammunition to make us look like stupid and crazy. And I do believe that. So we shouldn't just move into that. We should really listen to ourselves and what resonates, what doesn't resonate. And I really got the feeling that it, energetically, things have changed. There's really been a massive change, but we're not going to see that right away in the reality. And I really didn't believe or felt or saw in my card reading yesterday that there were going to, horrible things were going to happen. Not at all. So I think this is really a step forward. So I also wanted to mention that someone wrote a reaction underneath my video yesterday. Maybe they're doing that on purpose to make us look crazy, and I do believe that it is done on purpose, whether someone knows about this, whether someone does this unconsciously or consciously. When even in the independent media, things are being shared that could create fear. Of course, the dark energies want to create fear, want to create distrust, so they obviously are using those things in a way to manipulate also the independent media and the people reading the independent media. So use your discernment at all times. In this video, I wanted to take a look at an article. Of course, I already did the card reading in my Dutch video if you want to see me shoveling the cards. And this is from a molecular scientist, or not sure, molecular doctor and geneticus. I think it's just geneticus, I think. I'm not sure what the... I should have looked for that. Let's see. Geneticist. Sorry about that. The doctor and molecular geneticist, Dr. Michael Nels. And it's very interesting that what he's mentioning, that he believes there is a worldwide attack, and I have to translate this while I'm reading it, so my apologies for that. But there is an attack on our immune system, but also on our way of thinking, how we think, how we process thinking. So it's about critical thinking. The fatality of the hippocampus shrinks through existential fear, malnutrition, isolation, and that spike protein that is connected with what is in the stinks. And that influences conscious thinking and active behavior. So there's an attack on our individuality. And he's actually warning for this zombie mode. And it's very interesting because we have so many zombie movies, of course, and people, it's also a way of creating fear. And it fits very well with transhumanism, that they want to control us. They want to, control how we feel, how we think, how we process things, how we act. And he's actually mentioning that with what happened with the stinks, that this is also attacking our brain, which makes it almost impossible to think for yourself anymore. And I believe this is even a bigger issue with our educational system, with our food, water, air. They've tried everything on all kinds of ways to dumb us down. I truly believe that. And even in music, you can see that. If you really look at the music now and what was created like 40, 50 years ago, it's almost like there is some creativity, but creativity lost along the way. And this is very interesting, so I wanted to take a look at that. So this has to do with, are they trying to create like zombies? And with zombies, not really the zombies from the movies, but really in a way that people are not thinking for themselves anymore. And if you maybe have people that have gotten the negative things, because you also have the placebos, but stay away from those things. At least that's my opinion. In any way they've gotten those things, you cannot reach them anymore. It's almost impossible for them, for them to even see beyond the position they are in. And that's exactly what they want. They want us in a low frequency. They want to control us. They want to fully control us. And I believe the stings and other things they use are part of that. So I just wanted to take a look at the energy concerning this article and what he is talking about. And we've got the Temperance card. We've got the Nine of Cups. In the past, we have the Four of Swords. Underneath the Nine of Cups, we have the Three of Cups. And then for the future, we have the Three of Swords and the Six of Cups. And also I've got an extra card in where this is going, and that is the Eight of Cups. So ultimately, we are leaving this completely behind. We are moving away from this. But I do believe that we don't have to completely worry about this with these cards. There's healing. The Nine of Cups and the Three of Cups are positive cards. So I do believe a lot of things have already changed. I'm not going to recommend anything. Let's just say that don't do it. At least that's my opinion. But I do think that the white hats are also looking into this and coming up with also technology to kind of counteract this. Although I do believe a lot of people, with all the excess mortality, that there are people leaving because it's their soul path that they've picked, that they've chosen. I believe that your soul contract is flexible. There are potentials in there, but it's up to you which decisions you make. And that's how the result will change. So I do believe some people consciously or unconsciously have chosen certain paths, and that will lead to certain, different paths that they will follow. So I do believe a lot of them will leave the earth plane as well, but there are possibilities already, technology to help out. I believe that the med beds are part of that. But they will not get rolled out until the dark energies really have left. As all those puppets are gone. So as long as the puppets are here, they're not, at least not to how I feel about it, will not be rolled out. And if you want to, really take advantage of a medbed, you need to understand why you've gotten the disease to begin with, or what happened, what's the conscience, the behind it, so you understand it. Because I believe that diseases are like a disbalance in our energetic system. There's not a balance there, and you need to understand, because otherwise the medbeds can't really help you. You'll if you don't understand why you've created something, and ultimately we are the ones creating that, why you've created something or why something happened to you, then you're not going to change and it will be created again. So, and I'm sure a lot of people will get help to understanding that. I think that's part of the medbeds as well. I believe we'll get like these healing centers where people can understand what is going on and what has happened. But I believe that a lot of things have already changed concerning this, what this man is talking about. But it's important that it comes out, because I ultimately do believe that what the dark energies want, and that certain people that got instincts will be affected by it. There's more, of course, in the stinks than just the spike protein that has an effect. There's also people that apparently are sending out signals. It all connected to transhumanism. In the future, I think things concerning children will come out, because I ultimately believe this may not be immediately connected to the stinks, but the stinks what I'm talking about from the last 4 years, but I'm talking about the children that get stinks as well. And I think a lot of those things were really targeting the brain functioning, dumbing people down, focused on the children, because when you have the children, you've got the future of humanity. I do believe a lot of hurt and pain will come out about that. And concerning the children, what has happened, we of course have autism that's connected to it. I believe it is, especially when you consider that the Amish, who have no stinks whatsoever, don't have autism, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not going to talk about that now, because it's not really because there are many ways of looking at autism and looking at it differently. But because ultimately, I'm not going to I'm not going to go into this, otherwise this video is going to be way too long. This is really about this zombie mode that they want to get us in. They wanted to get humanity in. I truly believe that, in a dumber version, so humanity won't think for themselves, that we won't make decisions for ourselves. And I think that is connected with the stings and working our brain. And I think a lot of with the children also is connected to that, because they've been targeting the immunity, the immune system for a very long time with children, and just in general with humanity, through food, through stings, through air, through water, all kinds of methods, and to just target us. So I think that will come out, and like I've mentioned already, we're moving away from this. This is just to show people what's been going on and on what level this has been going on, and moving away from this. We will move away from this. So that's what I wanted to say. Otherwise, I'm going to get in all kinds of, I don't want to make this a very big video. I like making short, to the point videos. Maybe I'll make another video about autism, but I will really need to read more up into it. And there are so many different way of looking at it and different perspectives. So I'm just going to leave it at this. This is really about this interesting thing he looked at, and mentioning that they're trying to turn us into zombies. And I do believe that that was the dark energy's intentions. And I think some of us who had the negative stinks are going to be affected, and it's shown to people, so they can also see it. And of course, it has to do with the life paths that someone has chosen to follow. The other thing I wanted to talk about in this video is this week. The energies for this week: we have the Queen of Pentacles, we have the 10 of Pentacles, and we have the 6 of Pentacles. So the focus for this week will be on health and on finances. So maybe more scandals are coming out concerning health, concerning things happening on health-wise. And financially, maybe some things are coming out about certain companies. You can see the 6 of Pentacles, someone giving out money and a scale in it. So I do believe the focus will be financially and health-wise for this week. And then we have the advice for this week. We've got the 3 of Pentacles, we've got the 3 of Cups, and we have the 6 of Cups. So this is about cooperation. See if you can do things with other people, especially enjoying yourself, connecting. It's very important. and really listen to your inner child, because the Six of Cups in you know, as an advice card, is listening to your inner child. What do you enjoy when you were a child? Are there things you want to enjoy, you want to do, to celebrate? It's very important to, you know, raise your frequency and also to connect with people. Maybe start something, or maybe just get together with people, because that will raise the vibration as well, especially when there's a, you know, laughing, talking, connection. So see if there's still something your inner child wishes to say this week. If you need support or connection, see what you truly need, or what your inner child truly needs, and enjoy your life and connect with people. Very important this week. So I'll leave it at this, and I hope to see you in another video. Bye.